This fortress has stood here for more than 1,000 years. It has survived wars, changing empires, earthquakes, harsh winters, and generations of people who walk through these gates. And despite all that, time is still winning. Every year, little by little, history disappears. Stones erode, walls collapse, details are lost forever. And once they're gone, all we're left with are photographs and stories. But what if we can actually preserve a place like this? Not just as photos and videos, but as something that future generations can explore in 3 dimensions. This is where Project Eternal comes in. This is a collaboration project between Insta360 and Antigravity, and I'm super happy to be part of this project because it holds a dear place in my heart. Being able to participate in a project that aims to preserve the historical meaning of landmarks across all the globe is such a valuable and meaningful project that I'm just super excited for this video. The idea is not to replace museums or restoration work. It's to create a digital archive so detailed that future generations can continue exploring these places even after we are long gone. And honestly, I think this is a beautiful idea. And this is where things get really interesting. Because for this project, I'm shooting with the Antigravity A1, a 360 drone that captures the area all around it, giving you flexibility to look around and preserve details that normally you might miss. It also collects visual information, which is very much needed to create a 3D model of the exact area. This is the Ovech Fortress. Standing on top of this limestone plateau, it's easy to understand why this place was so important centuries ago. Whoever controlled Ovech Fortress also controlled the surrounding region. This wasn't just another castle. It was a strategic fortress, a home, and a witness to centuries of Bulgarian history. Before I start the actual collection of data, let me just quickly give you a rundown of the A1 and how it works, because if you've never flown a 360 drone before, it could be quite the different type of flight that you haven't experienced before. Let's just take a look around. Oh, this is the sketchiest part when you look down. First off, we have this joystick here to control the drone, which is where we also have the throttle, which when we press, we can control the drone in all different directions. And then we can, of course, position it wherever we want it to go. And because we have 2 different cameras here, they're capturing 360 video, which means that all the different angles of the different directions are being captured with those cameras. So you don't necessarily have to worry about perspectives and angles. That makes it a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable, I would say. So how do you actually use a drone like this to capture an entire building in 3D? Well, the process is actually super straightforward as soon as you understand the basics that you need to follow in order to gather enough information to actually create that 3D model. The first thing you need is coverage. And instead of thinking about different perspectives as you would with a regular camera drone, with a 360 drone like the Antigravity A1, you mostly need to worry about just passing enough times around the areas that you need to capture. The rest will be handled by the 360 footage that you're actually capturing. If you are a little bit more advanced, you can use this joystick to manually control the drone and just fly it yourself as many times as you wish, passing around all the important objects in the area. Or if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can set a flight path mission, which will do that for you. You can select the path that the drone will take, and it will do it automatically for you without you even watching it. So it will do it by itself, and it's a very easy way to do that. I personally love to be involved in the whole creation of the whole 3D model, so I wanted to manually fly this drone to capture all the information. But just keep that in mind, you can also do it automatically with the A1 without having to do it yourself. I'm also keeping the flight very slow and stable because Antigravity recommends to have a maximum flight speed of up to 5 meters per second to avoid motion blur and less than ideal looking objects. When you fly a little bit faster, you might blur some of the objects that you're passing through from a very close distance, and that will result in a worse quality 3D model afterwards. So in order to have the best looking 3D model afterwards, I kept my speed a little bit slower than the usual, and just try to enjoy the scenery. Once I covered all the different parts of the fortress, the footage can then be used for creating a 3D Gaussian splatting model, which is where all the videos and the different perspectives that we have shot are starting to take shape and can be used for the final model. So all of these different perspectives, they all came from just one flight. That's the beauty of 360 video. It's all up to you to decide which perspective, which angle, and which way you want to go when it comes to selecting the final result of your flight. You've probably heard of photogrammetry before, where the software builds a 3D model from hundreds of thousands of photographs. As a matter of fact, I've made videos on creating a 3D model from photos in the past. But Gaussian splatting takes a different approach. Instead of creating traditional polygons and textures, it reconstructs the scene using millions of tiny points that capture how light behaves in space.
It is around 30 degrees Celsius, so obviously not the best time for something like this at 10 a.m. But hopefully the result will be worth it. They seem to be doing a little bit of a reconstruction. They're changing some of the wood planks of the bridge, but this shouldn't be a problem. So we're ready to go. Let's start the flight. Got the drone back after a full flight with many different routes. I'm super happy with how everything turned out. This place is absolutely beautiful and I cannot wait to see the results.
And this right here is the finished result. This 3D model has been made by Splatica. They are a company that has over a decade of experience in 3D reconstruction and computer vision. So with just over 10 minutes of footage, this is the model that we have right here. So since I'm recording my screen, I will switch to SD, but keep in mind we also have HD here, which has a lot more details that you can examine. Just because I'm recording my screen, I want to keep it a little bit lighter so I can show you more details. But check this out, as you move the mouse around, you can take a look at pretty much all the details that I have recorded with the Antigravity A1. If we take a closer look at the bridge, we will see that this is the more detailed version of the whole model. Obviously, this is where I flew the most and I made multiple passes to gather enough information. If we take a look at this area here where all the houses and buildings are, we will see that they are a lot less detailed. Obviously, we don't have that many details from them since I didn't fly there. But it's super cool to take a look around, and you can use the keys on the keyboard to change direction and move around in space, and it's like a little game, so you can explore a lot of the area either with the mouse or with the keyboard. It's really up to you. You can move around and just explore and visit this place with your browser pretty much, and explore it and see how it looks from this 3D model. We have the option to show or hide the camera trajectory. So if you want to see where the drone has been, you'll be able to do that. And keep in mind, I will link this in the description if you want to take a look. If you want to see it yourself, you will find it in the description. So feel free to check it out yourself and examine the whole area as much as you want. Final words for the end of the video. I want to thank you so much for watching all the way through, and special thanks to Antigravity for working with me on this project, as it's been a very interesting topic to explore personally. And if you want to get a A1 drone yourself, if you want to start flying in 360, and if you want to explore 3D modeling with Splatica, I will link them down below. They're currently running a big discount sale, up to 25% on the A1, so feel free to check the link in the description for more information about that. And they also have service centers in Europe and North America, so you don't have to worry about any of that. With that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.